swear to God, if it's a fucking shark.
It's Bruce. The shark.
Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I am your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you, mate?
Applause.
Shut your mouth.
Wait for the audience to die down. I'm well. I'm feeling refreshed after the extra hour of bedtime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got so confused.
Yes, it was confusing. We could have carried on gaming.
We was like, it's 2 o'clock, no, it's 1 o'clock. What's happening? Time travel. Anyway, we've got a guest, haven't we?
We do.
He's been on the pod before.
Returner.
Good old Colin, the cock hermia. How are you, Colin?
I'm good. I'm very good, thank you. It's good to be back. And now that I know what my name is, it's a little less surprising. So, yeah, it is good to be back on my favourite podcast. So it's all good.
Oh, too kind. Oh. What we need to do is remember the questions that we asked the second guest returnee people, but I can't remember them.
I know 2 of them. And the first one,
right.
What colour do you identify with the most?
Identify with? Okay. Oh, that's really tricky. I guess like every 20-year-olds in their 20s or whatever just wear a lot of black t-shirts. So I guess that's something. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but black or red, I guess, just a standard boring answer. I mean, no, you could say like blue for all the films I've got. Blu-rays and that, but other than that, yeah, it's just the standard, I think, you know.
You identify with the black.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll take that.
Just like his hip hop.
I do, yeah. So I guess if hip hop and the colour black go together, then I think there you go. So
Jesus. What's the second question?
Yeah, I don't know any of them.
I know the last one.
What?
You made 2 of them up.
We'll skip question number 2, and the next time you're on, we'll ask that. We'll have to
questions.
Well, the last question then. What's your celebrity crush that you're embarrassed about?
What's your favourite debut album?
Oh, debut, yeah. First. Oh, that is. Oh, I actually had an answer for this the other day, and I was just thinking about it. Trying to think. I guess something like. Yeah, Ready to Die by Biggie, the 90s. It's probably up there for me. I'm trying to think what I was listening to. Tracy Chapman, her debut album is great. 80s one. But yeah, either of those 2, I think, are what's on my mind at the moment. There's probably a better answer I've got for that, but those 2 are just on my mind at the moment. So that's your answer.
Solid answers, to be fair. You need to write those questions down, Pony Boy, so we remember.
Yeah. And then the last question, who is your celebrity crush that you're embarrassed about? Like guilty celebrity crush kind of thing.
Guilty celebrity crush. Oh, okay.
It's me, of course.
I think back in the day I was kind of a fan of when Game of Thrones was on, I was a big fan of Brienne, I guess. She was I know it's a bit more controversial, not your standard.
She the Night Lady,
the big one.
Yeah, the one with Jamie Lannister, like most of it. So, yeah. No, I guess she was. I think it was maybe more just she was just like a powerful woman or something like that. It was kind of like an attractive look, but I guess it's not your typical attraction, that sort of thing.
Very nice.
Yeah, I've got to pick a safe answer there.
You're right there, Mr. Pineapple.
Oh yeah, I had a battery issue again. I didn't want it to randomly turn off on me again. So
right.
I just had to plug a charger in quick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shall we get on to the hairy pineapple?
No, I don't like it this week.
You don't like
it? No.
Have you not got one? Is that why?
Yeah, of course I have.
Oh,
I'm
God.
going to talk about the films I've been watching, aren't I? You know, watched that film, didn't I, that were on the list of them things that I'm watching.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that list that I'm watching? The films and that? Yeah. I watched a film from 1964, mate.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Before you were born.
And you?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's number 351 on the list, and it's the film that introduced the world to Michael Caine. It's Zulu.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long one, isn't it?
Pardon?
Long one.
It's
Really?
just about 2 hours 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. It was brutal, man, for a film from the 60s. There's a lot of blood. A lot of...
And you don't even like Michael Caine.
Oh, it's not that I don't like him. It's just that I don't.
Right.
No, this was just a really cool sort of historical action film. You know, it was all right. I can understand why it's on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good. Would recommend. What?
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 You would recommend?
I would.
Right.
Yeah, I like a nice epic, you know, sort of war film, you know, period piece. And it weren't boring either, like a lot of them are. It was quite brisk, which I was a fan of.
Nice.
Yeah, and, you know, nice range of characters. I like the way that they portrayed the Zulus as not like mindless thugs like a lot of films did. They actually showed them having like tactics and stuff, which was pretty unheard of in films of that era and stuff.
You're a fan of tactics, aren't you?
I am. I play a lot of Tsushima, mate. Yeah.
Got to get them barrels.
Damn right.
That's all your tactics.
Right. So I'll let you know what other kind of films I've been watching then this...
Go on then, why not?
Obviously,
we've got time.
We watched a lot of the film festival stuff, so I don't need to mention them.
No.
No, they've all been done. I watched Crawl, the hurricane alligator flick. It was really good. It was really
Tarantino's favourite film of 2019.
Sure, it was good. It was very, very good. It was scary. They're nasty beasts. There's a lot of dead people, and it's got skins in.
Is it larger than normal?
No, there's just a lot of them.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, there's like a whole pack of gators. It's really good though, and it's less than 90 minutes long, which I'm always a fan of. Unlike the next film, Godzilla King of Monsters.
Oh, you've watched that?
Yeah, it just made me sad. When you have a bunch of monsters kicking the shit out of each other, it should be fun. But instead threw in a tacked-on divorce plot that we didn't need.
Millie Bobby Brown.
And yeah, she was shit.
Yeah.
It was just shit. It made me really, really sad.
Is it a lot worse than the first one?
Yeah, the first one I quite liked. But I was happy to see Mothra. I'm a big fan of Mothra.
Nah.
And King Ghidorah and Rodan. I'm a fan of all the old kaiju stuff. I'll be getting the Gamera box sets in January.
Fucking Mothra, man.
Would you not like Mothra?
I don't like moths, mate. They're scary as fuck.
Oh, I've got Mothra coming in November.
What?
The Eureka DVD set. So we can watch that together.
Sure.
It'll be like horror for you, won't it?
It will.
Fear Factor.
And then I watched Uncle Peckerhead.
What?
Uncle Peckerhead, mate. It's about a punk rock band who are embarking on a sort of little tour in America, but their van gets repossessed. So they have to hitch a ride with Uncle Peckerhead, who just so happens to be a demon. At 12 o'clock every night for 13 minutes goes on a insatiable killing spree. It was out there.
Sounds good.
There's some good punk rock music in it though. Some cool gore effects. Would I watch it again? Probably not. It was nice to have seen it once, you know. It's on Now TV if either of you have got that.
Yeah.
And you know, unlike Godzilla, it was over very swiftly. So, and then of course, I watched Zulu, of course, in the same day as Uncle Peckerhead, actually.
One night.
And then also in the same day, I watched 8th Grade, the sort of coming of age teen high school film by Bo Burnham. I really liked this, but my anxiety was on edge throughout it all, man. It was just so awkward. And I was like, no. It was really good, though. I thought the lead was great. She was playing like a 13-year-old or something in the film. It was just really good. Really true to life. I would highly recommend it. And then, of course, I ended up watching a bunch of film festival shit, so I haven't watched anything since then, you know. So, yeah, that's just a brief foray into the viewing habits of a pineapple.
Very nice.
There you go.
Have you been watching any films, Colin?
Have I been watching any films? I have got a film on the way, courtesy of you guys and Miss Pineapples and yourself, Tony's recommendation of The Exit. Apparently it's going to be signed and everything just like Mr. Pineapple's copy, which is great. So I'm looking forward to watching that. What have I been watching? Not really been watching films. I've been rewatching The Wire at the moment.
It's a great show.
So I've been on season 4 of that. So the depressing school season.
Yeah, that's sad times that season.
Yeah, so it's great. However, my discs I bought in Lincoln like 5 years ago have started to wear, so I keep skipping scenes. So I'm having to stream it rather than.
Have you got it? Are they Blu-ray discs or is it DVDs?
No, it's DVDs. I haven't upgraded it yet because I've kind of wanted the letterbox.
Yeah,
It's widescreen, I think.
Yeah.
Blu-rays. But yeah, no, I've been watching that. I've been watching Rebels with my flatmate, which is getting really good actually. Just watched the bit.
Getting really good. It's all really good.
Oh, I don't know if that first season was good, but it has.
Mate.
Yeah, it's got a lot better though. We just had the bit with end of season 2 where they all show up on what's the planet called? The Sith temple place, and
no planet name, right?
Mordor.
Something like that, yeah. But they all had a little light, and Maul showed up again, and they had a big lightsaber fight, and it was really good. So hopefully have it finished by the end of the week, but because of Mandalorian, but I don't think we will. So we'll see what happens.
Well, it's good shit anyway. It's good.
Yeah,
shit.
It really is. So I'm really enjoying it. That's me. I think that's what we've been up to recently. I've been playing God of War, so all good.
Oof.
You're a fan of that game, aren't you?
I get hard every time I hear the title.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That, to be fair, I'm hoping to proper finish it once I've done with the story. So get a platinum on it, hopefully. So.
Ooh, them Valkyries, mate.
Yeah, I've only done one of them, but they're tough.
I did one before I gave it back to you. So I do want to platinum it at some point because I'm a whore for that kind of shit.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
We got the. Oh, what was that?
I was going to ask if Ant's been watching anything since the festival.
Yeah. Let's get him involved.
We don't want him too involved, but just a little bit.
I've just been watching crime stuff on Netflix, unsolved mysteries and that.
Oh, so you're a basic bitch.
Yeah, and barbecue cook-off.
My mum's watched that. She enjoyed it.
It's all right.
So she was annoyed by the person who won, apparently.
I haven't seen the last episode yet. So.
She complained a lot to me, saying, "Gah, I wish that person hadn't won, Ryan." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, mum, gah, no way."
Does she not like black people?
No.
Oh, well, it's probably the black guy that wins.
She's a famous celebrity around here for her race hate.
Oh, dear.
Disgracing a good name.
That is a Hoover.
I was just wondering what that was.
Let me shut the door.
I think she was trying to cover up that mention of the leaflet. So quickly put the Hoover on.
Say the name of the leaflet. Get its name out there. You can edit it all out. It's fine.
Is that the hairy pineapple done then? Should we move on to the news? The small pineapples?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Well, we got trailers first. First trailer we're going to talk about is Animaniac. What did you guys think?
Well, do you guys remember watching this way back when? In the olden days?
I remember watching Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain is a spin-off and it's one of the greatest shows ever.
Yeah, I've watched a bit of this, not watched all compilations of some of the jokes they got away with back in the day.
Stuff,
yeah.
Show list.
What was that? Yeah, maybe something like that. No, I think it might have just been one of them YouTube compilation things. So, right. but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Watch Mojo video on it too. So,
well, I watched a bit of this in the olden days. I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun. I know the analyst wants to watch it and he's pissed off it's on Hulu.
Oh, is that why you were pissed off? Oh.
Yeah.
Or you were pissed off because they rebooted it?
No, he wants to watch it. I thought
That's
the trailer
good.
It's zany, wacky nonsense in it, and I'll be watching it. Illegally, of course.
I mean, I was surprised it wasn't on HBO Go because I thought isn't it all Warner Brothers? Or is it not? I don't know. Is it Disney?
I don't know anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it looked pretty cool. I like the
Spielberg
produces it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which always
Donald Trump thing. So
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
That's my comment. Next trailer, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Moana in China.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah, but you support big corporations.
Shut your mouth. I'm a fan of Moana. It's all right.
Yeah, Moana's a great film. I cried watching Moana.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really like the look of this. I mean, I haven't seen. What was that?
Let the guest talk.
That's why I cried. I cry at everything.
I can't confirm that is right though. Miss Pineapple does cry anything. I have seen it on multiple occasions. I really like the look of this though. I mean, I thought I initially getting some Tomb Raider vibes from it.
Yeah.
From Raya, and then obviously seeing that mask, I thought that is basically Zuko with his dragon mask on, or whatever it is off Avatar. So I thought there's some Avatar vibes here.
I thought you were thinking of Grease crossover then with Danny.
Yeah, Danny Zuko. Yeah. Oh, that would be incredible. Yeah, no, I really like the look of this. So I'll probably be checking it out. I haven't seen Moana or anything, but yeah, I like the visual style.
It looks pretty.
It's gonna be a musical.
Probably not.
No, I didn't catch that vibe.
I feel they would have had that vibe in the trailer.
I can't remember the trailer for Moana, if I had.
Yeah, they were just all singing like "You're Welcome" and the Crab Song and the other ones.
Oh god. But yeah, that looks cool. Next trailer, Mank.
You'll be creamy over this, won't you? Manning, probably. You like Fincher, don't you?
Yeah, I did like it. I wasn't sure what to think about it. Seeing the trailer, it did look like quite a lot of. I don't know. I got like Hail Caesar vibes a little bit, maybe a little less camp. But sort of period piece vibes. Of course, everyone's podcast favorite, Charles Dance in it.
Yes.
So either way, I think it's a must-watch for you guys.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah.
It looked cool, but I just got really annoyed.
Why?
Too Oscar baity in it.
No, it's not. This is the least Oscar baity film that Gary Oldman's been in recent memory.
It's still Oscar baity.
It's not though. It's just wacky looking and like offbeat and like noiry and it's got Orson Welles in, played by someone else. Obviously, he died a long time ago. They're
trying too hard to make it look like an old film, so they get recognition for. Oh, we can make an old film.
Shut up.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you support big businesses like Disney.
Or Netflix in this case.
I'm not supporting them. You are supporting me.
You're wearing a Netflix hoodie right now.
No.
Oh. Well, I like the look of it. It's got a great cast.
One great actor, Charles Dance.
He is a lad.
I didn't think it looked very Fincher-esque, to be fair, but I don't think I'd be able to know until I'd actually seen the film, like whether because I don't know how to describe it, but there's always something a bit unsettling, a bit more like suspenseful, I guess, about Fincher's film. So
yeah,
I didn't really catch that at all from at least from the trailer. So
it's the alcoholism that's going to be the tense stuff.
Yeah,
it's got like Lost Weekend vibes.
Yeah,
and fucking Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, see that.
If you're into that kind of shit, Pony, I'm not sure.
It just annoyed me, to be honest. Next trailer, News of the World.
Based on the newspaper that isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
Only showing on Sundays.
Yes.
Cowboy Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Tom Hanks has reached his Western phase, which is always fun in an actor's life cycle.
Yes. This is Oscar bait. I'm sorry, but this is way more Oscar bait than the last trailer.
Any film with Tom Hanks in is Oscar bait.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I like the look of this. I was like, is this a biopic, another Hanks biopic? But I think it's like a short story or like a novel or something. Looks cool. It does seem that the trailer was definitely like, okay, this is like an Oscar film, but it might be a completely different vibe when you watch it. So, True Grit vibes, I guess. Bit of a road movie meets a Western. Probably some, lessons to be learned, I guess, from it. That sort of thing. But I like the look of it. But I don't know if I'll like it, so I've actually seen it. So
I really like the look of this film. I love Westerns, as you both know.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Tom Hanks. I'm a fan of girls that have been kidnapped and made Indians.
Right.
It looks like there's some decent action in it as well, which was quite surprising for a Tom Hanks film that's not from like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Or the early 2000s. It would bore you.
I think I'm just done on westerns now.
What's your favourite western?
Django Unchained.
God, I hate you.
Fistful of Dollars.
It's a good.
Blazing Saddles.
It's a great western.
That's my favourite, Blazing Saddles. I liked it when he was like, I'm the captain. That one film.
No.
He's just a captain and everything now. That's his new.
Same universe. It's like Quantum Leap, but Tom Hanks. It's just captains.
That's about right.
The next trailer is always a fun one, isn't it? Ryan Murphy's next project, The Prom.
Yeah, I included this one because I hated everything about it.
Judge Fudge is going to want to watch this.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch it. I don't.
Jesus Christ. This looks bad.
It genuinely made me so angry when I watched this trailer. I was like, I wanted to throw like my controller at the TV. But then I thought, I can't do that. I've got other trailers to watch.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed they've got the cast. Like, well, some of them, at least, they've got Meryl Streep in it, Nicole Kidman in this film. I don't understand. Like,
she also did Mamma Mia, though, didn't she?
Yeah, but Mamma Mia's great.
Shut your mouth.
She had enough sense to not sign on to the sequel.
She's still in it.
Yeah.
Like a second.
So talk about this film then.
I can't. It's about a little girl who wants to go to a prom and then everyone else don't want her to go to the prom or something.
She can't go to she wants to take her lesbian girlfriend. But the head of the PTA is like, we don't want no lesbians corrupting our kids, man.
Is it a period film?
No, it's modern day.
It's modern day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
It's Footloose, but with lesbians.
I was somewhat interested in this, and then I saw James Corden, and I was like, no, you're all right, to be fair.
Did you hear his accent as well?
Yeah, his accent. Yeah. I think he's going to be the gay best friend as well in this, and I was very turned off,
On?
I was going to say turned off, but I realised that was going to how that would sound. But yeah, it's not definitely it's not something I'm. I don't know. Like I said, I was willing to be. I was like, oh, Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, and then it started going, and I was like, this is going to be very high energy and very bad. So, it's not for me. I don't think.
I think we just need to give Ryan Murphy a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Until death, just keep him away from it.
Early retirement, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we take him out of commission. With a swift bullet to the back of the head, is what I'm saying.
He makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
there's got to be some duds in there, as well. Like, I don't even know if all of his stuff is that good anyway. So
you like his stuff, don't you, Pony?
No, he did do Hollywood though. Hollywood was good.
Seen it all though, haven't you?
I've seen American Horror Story, Hollywood, and that's it.
You did Glee, right?
Yeah.
You did Glee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen bits of that, and I just want to kill him like you do.
He did. The only one that I really liked was the American Crime Story one, the O.J. Simpson one.
Oh, right.
That was good. But that was just because it was kind of like a bit more sort of like true crime rather than, I guess, a lot of the other ones. More camp or a bit more stylized, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I tried American Horror Story, but it wasn't for me. So
we should just put him down.
Next trailer, Dreamland, with your favourite actress.
I included this one for you because I know you love her so much.
I actually thought this looked really good. And it's got my boy Travis Vermeulen, so I'm just going to...
I don't know who that is.
He's the lead actor in Vikings. He was also in the sci-fi Ridley Scott thing.
The Raised by Wolves one.
Yeah.
I didn't like the look of this.
Why? Because it's got Margot Robbie in.
It's already been done better. It's called Bonnie and Clyde and it's from 1967.
Well, yeah, but every film's already been done better.
No.
Yeah.
Not every film.
Name one.
Name one film that's better, like a remake.
Dawn of the Dead by Zack Snyder.
Heat's based on a random shit film.
Heat?
Heat. The 1995 films by Michael Mann.
What's it based on?
The shit French film. Do you want me to?
Well, I was just trying to break the tension a bit there. But I kind of like the look of this.
Thank you.
Obviously, James Gunn's favourite actress.
It's mad because it's got Margot Robbie in.
If
it was Samara Weaving, it'd be buzzing about it.
Oh, true.
Because she's good.
Oh, yeah. I liked the way it was shot, at least in the trailer. I liked some of the colouring.
It does look nice.
I like the use of I know a lot of films do this now, but using the sort of almost like the old cameras, like an old aspect ratios, but like film within a film almost, or something like that. And I do like when that's done well. But I like I said, it's one of those ones I think it'll be a very pretty film, and very nice to look at, but until the story's been done 1,000 times, right? But until you see it, I don't know if it will actually hold up, because there's a lot of pretty films out there that are really boring, or the script is not there or anything like that. So but it's another Oscar one, isn't it? Let's face it. So.
This a Netflix one again, or I can't remember.
I think most of these were Netflix.
I know the Prom was Netflix.
The Prom man. Oh, this might have been. I don't know.
I think it was.
Netflix are just going at it, aren't they?
Because I remember.
Which it anymore, mate? Do they?
Or was it
looking
Prime?
at this last night, and I saw literally I was like, okay, I've got this list of trailers to watch, and then they just kept coming up and recommended the next one I need to watch.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to get through them all. So.
Well, I bet this last trailer didn't.
No, I had to search for this one.
Macrotis, is it?
I think Macrotis, yeah.
A Mother's Journey. I'll let you take the reins on this one.
Oh, I just included this because we needed to flesh out the trailers.
But why did you include it?
It looked cute.
You like a good platformer game, don't you?
I love platforming games, yeah. I'm a fan of platformers. This one looks fun. I like it when the wizard comes and you get powers and stuff, and you can phase through stuff and move bricks and shit. I like the medieval kind of vibe it was giving off. I'm going to probably buy it. I can't see it being too expensive.
No. It'll probably be on PS Plus or something like that anyway. So I liked it. I think it might be a remake. It's not a remake, a remaster or a sequel. Because when I searched up on YouTube, it just kept coming up with full playthroughs for it. So I think it might have been out on PS3 or something before. So it might be a remake for the PS4. But I thought, I loved the visuals on it. It's a bit reminds me of Limbo, that sort of thing, and platforming puzzle games are kind of right on my street. So definitely give this a go, I think.
I just like platformers. I don't know why we don't do a platforming episode.
Well, we will. We'll get to it. Jesus.
I have done my top 5 platforming games in a hairy pineapple.
Have you?
Yeah, Limbo was in the top 5, actually.
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy was in there. Sonic the Hedgehog was number 1, of course.
Yeah. Should we get on to the news?
Yes.
So we're kicking it off with the tight-ass guy himself, Tom Holland. Finally got first look.
You just want to nibble on it,
Finally got a first look at his Nathan Drake. What do you think?
If we don't talk about it, then it won't be real.
I mean, he's plucked straight from the video game, isn't he? But
yeah.
It's exactly the same.
15 years old, or however old Tom Holland actually is. It would have worked if there were a younger version and an older version, but it's just...
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, literally, it's they've just picked exactly the same outfit from the video games.
Which I'm not mad about, but I'm mad about it being Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I was going
to say, show us Mark Wahlberg. I want to see his look, because that will cement it. If he looks awful, then I think that's it. So
there has been set photos leaked, and we can confirm he hasn't got a mustache. So.
Oh no!
It's just Mark Wahlberg in a suit.
Oh dear. Yeah, leave this then.
Put it in the trash where it belongs. There was also a picture of Tom Holland and Nolan North meeting.
Is he going to be in the film? No, North, or was it just
it might be a cameo?
Yeah, probably have a cameo.
Yeah. Why didn't they just do Nathan Fillion? I don't understand. That short film was great. They did, the unofficial one. Just make him a middle-aged guy. He doesn't need to be just out of his teens or whatever.
They could have just cast them both. Done it Uncharted 3. But, they didn't.
Yeah,
Should we move on? Because it's getting me angry. Right, the next bit of news, guys. Sucker Punch have listed a job, haven't they? Do you want to hear the requirements of a job?
Go on then.
Desire to write stories set in feudal Japan.
Oh.
Ooh. And knowledge of feudal Japan history. So what does that tell you?
That I could apply for that job.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of, actually.
Why don't you?
I can't be arsed, mate.
Oh, fair enough. No, but this is obviously another infamous game. That was a joke.
Yeah, it wasn't a funny joke, were it though?
Do you think it's just going to be some more DLC kind of thing?
No, it'll be a sequel.
Yeah?
Yeah, they go in mainland.
Yeah.
With the boys hunting your boy down.
Don't spoil the ending. Jesus.
You should have completed it by now.
I'll complete you.
Please.
But no, we obviously...
I've got a trophy ready for you. I've already got a little trophy ready for when you complete me. And then I hand it to you. Congratulations.
You all right, mate?
No.
No, but we're obviously big fans of the game. Have you played the game? Have you got the game?
I have not. I probably will when it comes down to price a bit.
It's cheap as fuck now. Get it. We'll play some multiplayer in a minute.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe when I'm paid next week. But yeah, I'll have a look into it.
Downloading now.
Oh, I'd have to leave the room and leave the podcast for a minute though, and it's. But yeah, no, I do want to play it for sure, especially now that multiplayer stuff is out, and I've heard a lot of good reviews. So
it is.
We recorded a lot
yesterday, yeah,
all in one go. But we're gonna release it in times.
There you go. Keep them hooked.
Yep, you got to, haven't you? Next bit of news, some more game news. Spider-Man, the Miles of Morales video game, reveals tracksuit and another new costume. It obviously doesn't say the name of that one. But no, but have you seen any of these pictures?
Nope.
The tracksuit, it's like a tracksuit.
Adidas. Is it Adidas?
It's more stylistic in it, like fashionable Spider-Man. And another new suit is kind of like reverse colours. No, it's not. Yeah. No, it's a bit white and black and red.
Okay.
Yeah,
lovely.
And they've announced that the Into the Spider-Verse costume's going to be on there as well.
Ooh. Okay, that's more interesting. You should have led with that.
Comes on podcast. I had to do my job. Jesus.
Yeah, I couldn't find any of these. I just kept finding Spider-Man news like for any of these costumes. I couldn't find it at all.
Did you know?
But I went on Twitter and that, and it was just them retweeting loads of news articles. And I was like, okay.
Oh, fuck them.
Right.
There was also a trailer this week, but fuck that shit. You know what I mean? It was a text conversation between Peter Parker and Miles, and it would just, get used to new Peter Parker, you bitches. He looks like a little kid. Some other Spider-Man news, though. Spider-Man 3.
I guess it's quite a link from the last news story.
Yeah. Possible audition video for Miles Morales surfaces online. Here is the two-part video begins with a young African-American man out delivering food for what appeared to be his parents' restaurant. The young man is stopped by the NYPD because he is wearing some sort of Spider-Man gear. When questioned by police, he states he's a fan of Spidey, but it's clear that in whatever universe this takes place, being a fan of Spidey is not okay. The second part of the video sees a young man first in a conversation with his father, then his cousin. When talking to the second person, a breaking news report airs on TV indicating that the costumed hero Spider-Man has been found dead at a museum.
What kind of food are we delivering?
Doesn't say, mate.
Oh.
But if he's African American and his parents own a restaurant,
watermelon
together. Jesus. Oh boy. Yeah, this word it was going to come out sooner or later, innit? Everyone's going to be in this next fucking Spider-Man film. Yeah. Every Spider-Man that's ever been.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage now.
As long as we get Nicolas Cage in it, mate, that's all we need.
Yeah, it looks like definitely rips. It seems like kind of the Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. I guess the premise of Peter Parker in that one is a bit similar, but I guess there isn't the whole like anti-Spider-Man thing in that, is there? So,
well, I'm guessing that comes off the back of the end of Far From Home when it's shown him murdering Mysterio and Peter Parker and all that shit. Yeah, but that'd be cool because we already know Miles is in the Marvel universe, don't we, from Homecoming? So
yeah, it's Gambino, isn't it? The Dog Lovers. It's Prowler, whatever it is.
I do want to see him as Prowler though, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
Yeah, they won't get him back. I don't think. Although saying that, apparently they've got every Spider-Man ever in this, so. Yeah, we'll have to see. Imagine maybe something like this. I mean, surely some of these is going to be left on the cutting room floor. I mean, they have the whole thing, isn't it? In Spider-Man 3, they had like a cut scene which is meant to be Bruce Campbell being Mysterio or something like that. You know, like I can't imagine all of these are going to make it into the film. You know, but it's going to get the crowd hyped. So you know, why not? Why not? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's happy. As I said before, I would have enjoyed it if it was like another just solo kind of film away from the trilogy of Spider-Man. What are you going to do, eh? Yeah. What are you going to do? Electro's back, and that's just sad.
Yeah.
Electro's the great cinematic villain of all time.
Fake teeth and... Oh, God.
That's a bad film.
Mr. Pineapple, I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, well, you're
blue,
better
though.
off for it.
God. Well, let's move on. Bit more comic news. Black Panther comic that's tied into the MCU shows Shuri creating new Black Panther plant thing. So
the purple shit. Yeah.
So what's that telling you? She's going to be the next Black Panther?
Well, someone is.
I mean, it's easy for them, isn't it? It's an easy route for them to just put the seeds out. You know, they put that in a comic book that not everyone's going to read. But it just puts the seeds out there that, like, makes sense for the next film or whatever, that they're going to have someone else. They can have someone replace him, and it's like, oh, we've already got the precedent for it, I mean, I didn't realise this
was... show it either.
Yeah, exactly.
In that one comic book from about 3 years ago, mate.
And I didn't know this was an MCU one, so I just assumed it was like the normal Black Panther comic, that they were just putting it in there anyway, because obviously, a lot of comics and like adapt based on like what's popular in the film world anyway. So
no, it was like one of them novelizations that go along with the films and that.
Oh, right.
Black Adam. On to DC news now. It's eyeing your girl, Isabella Mona, for Cyclone role. I put this in because Mr. Pineapple watched Dora.
Oh, is that who that is?
Gold, and that's the woman who plays Dora, the Explorer. So
she's really good, man. Yeah, it's a good film.
I should add it's the adult Dora as well, not the young lady. Just thought Mr. Pineapple might like that little bit of news there.
I might watch Black Adam now.
All the other people in that.
I don't know.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Never heard of him.
And everyone else.
It's got Noah Centineo in as well.
That is a name.
He's been in a few Netflix stuff. I'm trying to think. He was going to be He-Man as well, actually, in the new film coming up. But I don't know if that's cancelled now. So
there's only one He-Man in my eyes, and that's Dolph Lundgren.
So... I thought you were going to say the animated one. No. To be fair.
The Batman news. He's back.
Obviously, he's here.
To get around some of the COVID shit, they're going to use the Mandalorian virtual production techniques, replacing green screens and that with big LED screens and stuff. I don't know if you've watched a making of for the Mandalorian, but...
No, mate, not a nerd.
Big screen, little set. The actor walks into the screen because he doesn't know what's real. That's what I do.
I mean, this is going to get used like all over the place now. I mean, it's the obvious move for filmmaking. It's cheaper to do. It's probably easier for the COVID stuff. I mean, why not?
It's using the photorealistic stuff from the Unreal Engine, which obviously used in games.
Yeah, why not use it? If it's easier for people, and I mean, obviously it's big companies, isn't it, at the moment? But hopefully, the more they use it, the cheaper it will get for smaller companies to be able to use stuff like that as well. And it should just help the industry, I think. So
it looks better, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think Mandalorian looks pretty as fuck. So
yeah, and like I was amazed to learn like that wasn't on location. Like it's in some another country or something. But yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Save on them plane tickets, won't we?
Exactly.
Next bit of news. Some more fucking DC news. Why not? Deathstroke and Jared Leto's Joker confirmed for Justice League reshoots. How does everyone feel about these two really shit portrayals? I mean, I can't say that because Deathstroke was in the film for like 10 seconds on a boat.
I don't even remember him being in it, if I'm being honest.
The post-credit scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's Batman v Superman. No, it's not. No, it's Justice League.
You're confused, mate. You're right.
Yeah, because Lex Luthor's there, but I know he gets locked up. Oh, who fucking knows? It's shit anyway.
I saw the original Justice League, I guess, and I don't know. I don't.
Are you going to be watching this one?
I don't know. Like maybe if it gets some good reviews, but I'm not bothered by it. To be honest with you, like I don't see how they can make a whole new great film out of that. I just don't see it, and just adding more characters.
Everyone's favourite Joker in, come on.
I haven't even seen him. I haven't seen the only two films I've seen of the DC one is Man of Steel and Justice League, and that's it. So
you haven't even seen the warehouse fight. Fuck.
No, I've heard about it, but I ain't seen it. So
that's the best film. Just the
Batman
warehouse fight.
Superman.
No, just the warehouse fight.
Okay, well maybe just watch it on YouTube then, and that'll do me.
That is a good fight scene, to be fair.
Now we've got the dead people.
Ooh.
Our very sad section of the podcast that we take very seriously. First one, Tony Lewis. Who's that?
Tony Lewis. He's dead.
Is he?
He was in the band The Outfield. Did a lot of 80s tracks.
Sure.
There's No Songs Your Love. It's a really good song. Listen to it.
No.
Yeah.
No, you will. You will listen to it, or I will put you to sleep.
Like Tony Lewis.
Yeah.
I looked up that song last night because I didn't know who the guy was, but obviously it's a pretty iconic 80s song.
Yeah.
He's only 62, I think. So.
Yeah, 62, dead.
Oh, he's stealing your thunder here, mate.
Yeah, this is my section.
Right, I'll leave the other one to you because I did look into him and I have no idea who this guy is, but he looked very interesting. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Tony Lewis, not alive anymore because of death, making his heart stop, etc.
Another heart attack?
No, it's just your heart stops after you die.
Oh, how did he die though?
It doesn't say.
That's boring, isn't it?
Let's claim hit by a lorry.
Sure. That's interesting.
Hit by a lorry.
Breaking news story from the podcast.
James Randi.
Just a magician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have you put these guys in the death section?
Because they're dead.
I know why you put this one in.
What I did this one in?
I think, is it this one or is it a different one where I wrote this down. Is this the COVID one? There was a COVID death of these. I don't know, but it's one of them. Oh no, it's not. This is one for later on, so it's okay. So don't worry. But
no, this guy was the co-founder of the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, which people who claim to have actual psychic powers and stuff. He called them all out and was like, "No, stop being a twat." Right. Uri Geller, the guy who claimed he could bend spoons and shit.
Mm.
Yeah, he just proved him wrong and everything.
Anyone can bend a spoon, though.
No, but with his mind. He had mind-bending spoon skills.
Like the Matrix.
But more Uri Geller. So it's like a big old debunker,
He's a big old bunker.
Yeah, and there was a thing where he had a $1 million paranormal challenge, where he'd offer $1 million to anyone who could come and demonstrate actual evidence of paranormal, supernatural, or occult power, and no one ever claimed it because they couldn't.
Nice.
So, just pretty cool man. You know what I'm saying?
How did he die then? Yeah.
Big spoon bent on him, and he died.
Well, that's proof, isn't it? Karma.
No, let's look up. He died age-related causes. He was 92. Yeah, he tried bending a spoon and his heart just get up.
Well, on to some horrifying news now, because this is a spooky episode. A spooky, pooky, spooky season. So, with some spooky news. Good old Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's getting rebooted for the fucking 100th time, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new poster, though.
It looks alright enough. It's just a leather face mask, innit?
But, yeah, bit arty-farty.
They've used the one, isn't it, the old Leatherface thing as the mouth or something. Like if you look at the mouth on the poster, it's the the old chainsaw thing. Where that famous shot.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's not obvious though. Unless you look at it.
Let me have another look at the trailer. Not the trailer, the poster.
I want to have a look at it now because that's just. Ooh.
I think you have to zoom in.
Does it? Whereabouts?
It's down the bottom, I think, of the poster.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah. Great, beautiful scene in the film. Beautiful scene. So wonderful.
I mean, when that's pointed out, it looks very annoying, doesn't it?
Just in case you didn't know what the film was about.
There's a silhouette.
Yeah.
Just show us the actual mask. Fucking prick. Yeah, that's all we're talking about.
Yeah, it's just a poster, innit? It looks alright. I'll watch the film, won't I? God damn it.
I did.
Go
Oh,
on.
I did just one thing about it. I did read something about it. There's very little on like Wikipedia about this, but there was some note here. It's being produced by the guy who did Evil Dead, the new one, the remake in 2013, and the directors were fired within 2 weeks.
Yes, they were.
So not looking that great.
It's just going down the route of the Halloween curse. That everything's going down at the moment. Candyman, this. Probably going to bring Hellraiser back as well.
Yeah.
I think there's another one. Just can't think of it right now.
There's lots, mate. There's lots.
In other news, Sinister is the scariest film ever, according to some cunts, scientists. You know what they did? Right, they got a bunch of people together and made them watch 100 hours of scary movies and monitored the heart rates. And Sinister is the one that made the hearts palpitate the most. 100 hours of scary movies is not every scary film in the world, is it? Let's be honest. It's not even 100 films. So they can just go and suck a fucking cock.
What would you say is the scariest horror film of all time, then?
That I've seen. I think the film that scared me the most is probably the Japanese original version of The Eye.
Okay.
It's creepy and ghosts and jump scares and that. And I watched it when I was like 12. So. What about you guys? What spooked you the most?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not like I've watched quite a few horrors, but nothing like I don't know. I quite like scary wise. I know this is gonna sound like I'm bad, but I quite liked Hereditary.
Great.
I thought that was pretty scary, and I like the original Exorcist. A lot of people don't think it's a bit silly, and there are parts of it that are silly, but I thought that was pretty scary as well. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. What about you, Mr. Pineapple?
Well, we've got to dive deep, haven't we, into what counts as a horror, really, you know.
Is Jaws a horror?
Yes, Jaws is definitely
It's
a horror.
on your top 5, mate. I'm going to fucking kill you. Shut your mouth.
Well, there's only one horror film that I've turned off in my life, and not because I was scared or anything, just because I was creeped out by this old woman whose teeth fall out when she's attacking this woman and she's trying to bite her, but she's all gummy and shit, and she's just like gnawing on her fucking chin. It's Dragged Me to Hell.
I was like, what film is he on about?
Directed by Sam Raimi from 2009. Yeah, I turned it off after half an hour, mate, because that just freaked me out. The old gummy bitch. And I'm like, I can't, no, I'm having none of that, mate. And there's a bit where she's like in the bank with the woman who she eventually tries to finish. She's eating like a hard-boiled sweet and all the... It's not that it scared me, it's just that put me off. Like, I turned me off women for a bit. Like, but that weren't necessarily the scariest film I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The scariest film I've ever seen. No, it's tough, innit? Because I've seen a lot. Wreck's pretty scary, actually. I like Wreck. That's quite frilly. For its like 78-minute film. I'm on the edge of my seat for all that, and I have just pre-ordered the Blu-ray from Arrow, even though I already own it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a quick look into the study that they did for this thing anyway, just because, like, as some of you may know, I have the old psychology background, so I had a quick look into what they actually did, and like I said, you said the heart rate, I don't think it's like, I mean, it's obviously quite, statistically, probably quite decent way of doing it, but like I think things like lasting impact, personal opinion, I think just as important as just your initial reaction at the time. So I don't know, like I'm not sure how great this study was. Obviously they're just trying to get clicks, right, to get people to read this article. I don't know. And I think just because a film is tense doesn't necessarily mean there's a good horror, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a good part of it. But I think it's just one part of like a big pie of horror, I guess.
Because there's also non-horror films that are scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Fred's about nuclear war. There's the animated film Anomalisa, which is probably the scariest film I've ever seen. It's about like mental illness and shit. And it freaks me the fuck out.
Would you say it's scarier than Gummy Old Lady?
No, because she were proper gummy. Like, mate, just like she's sucking on her chin like it's a lollipop. It just that film, man. I'll have to watch it fully one day.
Well, there's the top 10 that they fucking... Oh, it's annoying me as well.
What's
It
the
says
top
following Sinister and Insidious, the top 10 were The Conjuring, Hereditary, Paranormal Activity. It follows The Conjuring 2, The Babadook, The Descendant, and The Visit. Additionally, director James Wan, who scored 3 movies on the top 10, was crowned the overall king of horror.
Did they show them anything from before 2007?
Don't think so, mate.
There was some stuff on the list. I think because they talked about, I think it was The Exorcist 3 or something, had like one of the biggest spikes or something like that. There was something in the article about like what were the biggest heart rate spikes in the film. There were some older films in there, like I think they had Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there, and The Exorcist. But I didn't list the full list, I guess, of what they had. So.
Bet they didn't have any wrong-turn films in there, did they?
That top 10, that's upset me, that.
Yeah. Jaws isn't even on there, mate. Let's move on, though. Scarlett Johansson is playing the Bride of Frankenstein for A24 and Apple TV's The Bride. What's up, mate? You're not a fan?
No.
Why not?
Just watch the original and be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a perfect film.
It's a perfect film.
Yeah, Bride of Frankenstein. It's magnificent. It's not as good as the first one where he throws the child in a lake, but it's my favourite film scene of all time. All-time favourite. All-time.
But yeah, we're not happy about that. Then no.
Only question I had about was if it was linked anyway to like their new Monsters Universe thing they're doing or not.
I don't think it is. And
Sounds
that's what
independent.
upsets me.
Yeah, it's A24 though. So
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's got a good track record.
It's not Blumhouse, though, is it?
A24 are better. A24 are the more art housey type
Yeah, they are.
compared to Blumhouse's mainstream
'Cause
garbage.
I am a big fan of them 2 films that they've done. Next bit of news.
Wait, which 2 films?
Hereditary and Midsommar with our girl Florence.
big Ari Aster.
They had that fucking, what is it, The Green Knight or King coming out? Or something?
Yeah, with what's his face?
Dev Patel.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson joins David Bullet Train alongside Brad Pitt. You excited about the film, which is about 5 assassins aboard a fast-moving bullet train find out their mission has something in common?
I think that's literally all there is about that film that's out there. But there's like literally no other info, so I guess could be good. I don't know.
Yeah. It's got some Asian writers, though. No, don't matter. One Asian writer, but that's a novel.
You're right, mate. Again, you're right.
Simon Kinberg to write and produce Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if any of you are a fan of this.
I know you've seen that star, aren't you, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the newer TV show from the mid-2000s. This is really strange to me because this was only made like 15 years ago, 15 years ago, I guess. And this is meant to be a film that Simon Kinberg is not directing, but is writing and producing. And he hasn't really got the best track records, I guess. You know, he's directed, what was the last one he did was, what's the X-Men one he just did? Was it Mutants he did? No, Dark Phoenix, that was it, yeah.
Dark Phoenix, yeah.
And that wasn't exactly good. I mean, he produced on Rebels, so at the start, so I guess that could be decent.
Claim to fame.
Yeah, I'm just not really convinced that they need to do a film of this, really. And to be fair, apparently, a TV show remake is still going ahead as well. So I looked into this, Sam Esmail, who did Mr. Robot, is still making another reboot TV show as well of this. So, I mean, make it clear with the fans what's going on. Do something or tell us what's going on, you know. But I don't think you need a film. You know, it works better as a TV show anyway. So, I can't see it being good, to be honest with you.
Willow, though, is getting a TV series, isn't it? With Crazy Rich Asian director to do the pilot.
Bit late, innit?
It's only a few years late, isn't it? Is Thingy coming back as well?
Warwick.
No, Warwick is coming back.
Val Kilmer.
That's the one.
Joanna Wally.
No, don't like her.
Do you want me to name all the cast? Or?
No, Val.
Val, he can't come back now. He's not a pretty boy anymore, is he?
He was in that Oscar film about
Which
the
one?
black musician. No, he weren't. That's yeah. Jesus. He was in that Batman film. There we go. You like Willow, though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah? Didn't know.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Willow, yeah.
I like Willow. My dad likes Willow.
Well, those are classic, you know.
Is it better than
Sorcery classic, mate?
better than Labyrinth?
I've never seen Labyrinth, mate.
You know?
No.
All right.
Watch fantasy films.
You're lying.
No.
God, this is hard. I can't tell. He's lying. He's seen Labyrinth.
No, I've never seen Labyrinth.
Oh, you've not actually seen it? Oh.
No.
Well, that's that conversation dead, isn't it?
Because I don't watch fantasy films. Because I'm not a nerd.
You are a fucking nerd. Look at you. Sorry, mate.
The only
bit
fantasy
angry
films I've seen are the Harry Potter films.
Hey.
Only because you had to.
The greatest cinematic universe.
So you guys going to do the other Wizarding World films then for another podcast?
That can just burn.
I think it would be quite funny.
Just me slagging them off.
Yeah.
I don't think
They're a lot
anyone
worse.
likes those. Though.
Yeah, no
I
one
don't think
liked
the
them,
Harry
did they?
Potter fans like them.
Yeah.
Talking about cinematic universes though. Fast and Furious to end after 2 more films. Justin Lin set to direct.
It's returning to the directing tablaze, eh?
Do you think it'll actually end? Or
Nope.
do you think the main franchise will, but then there'll be like 10 million spin-offs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go up into space and then realise they can't drive cars in space and then just come back down.
Wormhole appears, and then alternate reality Dominic Toretto comes, and he's younger and played by someone else who looks exactly like Vin Diesel, and then we just get these films again.
Nice.
And that cycle just continues for 11 films, and it's the exact same film each time,
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
but with a different younger Vin Diesel each time until he's a baby.
But old Vin Diesel's still hanging about, probably just
Yeah.
some wise words.
He's
Talking about
like a sort
family.
of shaman
Yeah.
that they all have to go to.
Drinking
And
a
just say
Corona.
family over and over again in different ways. Yeah, and then I've just solved it.
There you go.
Nice.
I've solved the problem with Hollywood.
Wendell Pierce playing B.B. King, an upcoming biopic.
He's from that one televisual show.
Seinfeld.
No,
Oh, which one?
I can't remember.
He is in The Wire, which I've been watching, like I said. I think this is a great pick because he's actually, I looked it up, he's an established musician as well. There you go. So the 2 things that are pretty much required for a B.B. King movie.
Idris Elba
No,
from The Wire. And he's
he
black.
is from The Wire. Yes,
Yeah.
got The Wire.
I've never
This could be
seen it.
good.
You
This
need
could
to
be
watch it. I watched it when BBC Two showed it way back when.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Power Rangers is returning, isn't it?
again. Yeah, I quite liked the other film. I thought it was decent enough.
Oh yeah, with that guy who's in that Netflix show,
Sure,
Stranger Things.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, he's in that. The Red Ranger.
Oh,
He didn't go on to do gay porn though, like the other one.
cool.
Power Rangers.
Yeah. I would say I've got nothing to add on this one. I'm not a massive Power Rangers fan, so
I'm a Power Rangers fan.
Might mention Power Rangers the movie. It's just gold.
I've got it on DVD. I made my mum buy it me from Asda when I was in my early 20s.
Nice.
So we went shopping. I'm like, I'm having that. That's in the trolley.
yeah.
What's the gimmicky thing with this one then? Do you know? Because is it a film and a TV show that's coming?
Yes. As long as they don't get fucking her back to play Rita Repulsa, mate, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, she was bad.
She's not my Rita.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Fit though. I'd fuck her.
I mean, you know.
In the outfit, and now was in a Power Ranger outfit.
See, the film both angered me and I was happy with it in equal
Do you
measure.
like Bryan Cranston
No.
with a big wall face?
And I didn't like the Pink Ranger being a complete bitch and not getting any comeuppance at any point. She's like a proper complete evil person. And then she's just like, oh no, I'm a Power Ranger now, so nothing bad will happen to me for all the bad shit that I did previously to all these people at school. Just like, fuck off, cunt. And then I would have just kicked her in fanny off a cliff.
Comp on.
With some bricks in her pockets, obviously, so she drowns.
Quibi is being shut down.
I mean, no one saw this coming, did they?
Massive surprise, mate. I mean,
After 6 months.
just a matter of time, wasn't it?
We've lasted longer than Quibi.
That is impressive. That made me happy. Fucking Quibi. Who thought that was a good idea?
Had some good names attached to it, but like, you know, it just never was going to work. Like, it was only like 5-minute films or something.
Yeah, it's like a full film, but they had it in 5-minute parts and all weird shit like that, or some bollocks. And it was only on phones, and I don't fucking know.
It was the fucking like rely on the talent's name than the actual content that's on there, weren't it? Because they had quite a few big names on there.
Yeah.
But fuck me, not some good content, obviously.
I mean, it's not a good business move anyway. Like, you know, just get big names in to try and sell your content. Why not just like get some good content first, then like build it up rather than just.
It was like a YouTube, but full of famous actors, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Or even like Netflix didn't start off with famous people doing stuff on there, right? So, you know, like start building it up and make some good stuff that people actually want to watch. I think it's probably the better way of doing it rather than just like getting in loads of famous people.
Jeff Bridges, he's dead, isn't he?
Soon to be on the dead list.
Why is that, mate?
Got lymphoma.
Sad, isn't it?
Yeah. Banging actor.
Not going to be in them adverts where he's a bridge.
Some had cast him as Thor in the MCU fan casting.
Yeah, but then they cast someone as Loki, didn't they?
A great casting. That's just some assured casting.
Oh man. But yeah, he'll get over it. It's Jeff Bridges.
They'll just smoke a bunch of Mary Jane, mate.
I mean, it's just good he's been upfront about it, right? You know.
Yeah.
And people about it.
You don't want a fucking Black Panther situation, do you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some people must have known about Chadwick, though.
Well, he looked like a crackhead, didn't he, towards end?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people knew, though. Like, a lot of people, even in Marvel and that, didn't know about it, right? So, anyway, we're not talking about Chadwick, obviously. It's all good.
He might not be in all them Tron films that are going to come out.
What's your favourite Jeff Bridges film?
Tron.
And why is it Thunderbolt and Lightfoot from 1974?
It's probably the name of it. I don't know, mate.
Not Iron Man.
No. I mean, he was good, but he was just too bold when he, for me.
Oh, true. I'm trying to think. Is he in Hell or High Water? Or am I just thinking of something completely different?
He is, yeah. I believe.
Yeah. Quite like that.
What's he been in? Acting like he's dead.
Big Lebowski is probably his biggest role.
Yeah.
Probably. He's great in True Grit.
I was going to say Guardians too. There's Kurt Russell, isn't it?
He's great in Bad Times at the El Royale. Don't know if you've seen
I still haven't seen that yet. I've been meaning to.
R.I.P.D. I think he was in.
I liked R.I.P.D.
Yeah. What's he been in? He's in loads of stuff, surely.
Wild Bill.
That's about Bill Hickok, innit? Wild Bill.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just picked a random one off IMDb. Yeah, he's good. He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, you should watch Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, man. It's great shit. Clint Eastwood.
Surf's Up is his best film.
Surf's Up to the WrestleMania one.
No, it's not.
What a peculiar fucking crossover, though.
Why not, eh? Why not?
I mean, I've seen the Scooby-Doo WrestleMania things, and that's sort of fine. They're real people, you know.
Yeah.
But fucking penguins.
Oh, they probably have some kind of contract, right? Is that if we're going to help finance that, your film, WWE Studios, that you have to have some kind of wrestling plot in there, maybe, or include like one of these 5 WWE superstars.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's odd.
Tim Burton is doing Addams Family TV show.
Why was this not with the horror stuff?
Because I don't like Tim Burton.
Oh, well, he likes spooky shit, doesn't he? And they're spooky and kooky and all the other things that are in the theme tune.
Yeah.
Family, yeah.
It's a good fit for him, really. But like, when has he last made a good film? That's
Frankenweenie was alright.
Yeah.
Like 2012-ish.
Batman.
From 1989.
Yeah.
I was going to say Edward Scissorhands, and that's like 1993 or something, right? So
Sweeney Todd.
2007.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Frankenweenie is his best film.
Yeah, I guess non-animated maybe. That's because I mean, his best, live action one.
What's his recent?
The only things I can think of he's done recently live action are the Alice films.
He's
got Dumbo since then. Oh, Dumbo.
Yeah.
Corpse Bride, is that good?
That is good, yeah, actually. Corpse Bride's decent. Another animated one.
Way before Frankenweenie.
So it's Frankenweenie. We've established that.
Oh, he did Big Fish, didn't he? That's good.
2003, though.
I know. Like I said,
way before Frankenweenie. Established.
Yeah.
It's his greatest film.
Yeah. Hopefully it could be good then if he animates it. If it's an animated film.
Well, there was the animated film that came out recently, weren't there? The Addams Family one.
Yeah, and there's Addams Family 2 coming out as well. Now there's a TV show as well, so who
As long as they don't bastardize the monsters, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, he probably will though, won't he? It's already like in his ballpark, so
yeah, he's
got to change it up a little bit, hasn't he?
Well,
more gritty and dark.
That's Johnny Depp, obviously.
Yeah,
as every role. It'll be the Gomez, is it? The dad. Yeah.
And that other one will be my wife.
Not in a relationship though anymore.
No, not that one. His new bitch.
Amber Heard.
Wait.
I'll tell you who'll be Wednesday Addams as well, which will piss everyone off. It'll be Millie Bobby Brown.
Danny
DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Eva Green, that's in it.
She's fucking Tim Burton.
Probably.
He's like 700 years old.
I don't know for fucking, but he's the one that he's casting in everything again.
Oh, right.
Or Helena Bonham Carter because they're split up.
I love Helena Bonham Carter, man.
She's love great. Chris Pratt being a naughty boy. Well, yeah, people are just fucking retards, aren't they?
I mean, I couldn't care less.
So, when he was doing posts for Onward and that, he put this: with all that's going on in the world, it's more important than ever that you vote. Just ask any celebrity. They will tell you every day, several times a day, to vote. But me, I will tell you exactly who to vote for. #Onward. And he talks about the film a bit. And he says, the upcoming 2020 People's Choice Awards is the most consequential vote in history of the mankind times a million infinity. Vote for Onward for a family movie of the year, or else you will die. No hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Oh, yeah. Click the link in bio. And now everyone's hyperbole. And now
coming
everyone's...
to a theatre near you. Pratt stars in Hyperbole. I imagine it's some kind of like futuristic Super Bowl like game, but there's a lot more spikes and explosions.
Yeah. It tells you who to vote for as well.
I've solved Hollywood twice in one day.
That sounds like a good film, though. But no, now everyone's like having to go at him because obviously the fucking election. It's just, they've like deemed him the worst Chris in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Oh Jesus.
I mean, he's obviously done it jokingly, right? And it's just come over very badly. Like he's just, I don't know. Like, I mean, he's got every right to like, take the piss out of the vote.
In his new film, I don't.
Yeah, but it's bad timing, innit? You knew you're going to get a poor reception from something like that at the moment, especially on Twitter or something. Like, I just don't think. I don't know.
Done it.
Didn't the Avengers people defend him and stuff?
Oh yeah, Downey Jr. and his wife, other people. Zoe.
She's not a fucking Avenger. She's just a wife of an Avenger.
She's Avenger still in the parties, though, aren't they? Mark Ruffalo as well.
That's the new sequel as well, Avenger Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting that in WandaVision.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Let's move on. MGM. I've been in talks with Apple and Netflix about No Time to Die.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That one film.
Saviour of the film industry, apparently.
No.
One film. Well.
No. That was Tenet. Christopher Nolan.
One of the two, isn't it? Let's face it.
I would single-handedly save Hollywood. He would have done if he created Hyperbole.
Yeah. Put this on the stream. I mean, come on, like, just people will lap it up. They'll pay for it. Put it on streaming. You'll get a good deal. Apple or Netflix pay a lot of money for this.
Apparently, MGM have said though the film's not for sale.
Yeah, I think he won't do it. Whatever her name is, Barbara Broccoli or whatever it is.
Broccoli, mate. Broccoli.
They're notorious with the rights to Bond anyway, so they'll never sell it.
I mean, they could do a limited streaming of it and still release it in theaters.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah, the Netflix thing.
People would still go and watch it. People watch Bond on a big screen. They make money,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even if they did just like a limited 2-week run on whichever company, they don't have to give them exclusive rights, do they? Just partnership kind of thing for this one.
they could still make people like pay for it. Like if they'd put it on Amazon and put it at like the rented price, that they could make loads.
Yeah, do it like that, and then also, you know, if you rent it on there, you get a ticket to go see the film in the cinema. You know.
Yes, something like that.
Have like a package thing, so you know the cinema's still making money out of it.
Daniel Craig comes and delivers it personally to your door, with the teaser trailer for Hyperbole.
Hyperbole, man.
I'm gonna write that film.
I'm gonna get the analyst to create a poster
for Hyperbole.
For Hyperbole. And then the last bit of news: the Meg 2, the Trench.
Wait, is that what it's called?
Yep. It's got director Ben Wheatley, who's also done
many great films:
Free Fire, Kill List, Sightseers, High Rise.
Kill List is a fucking banging film.
Steve Coogan, The Inside Story. Oh, he did an ABC's of Death. I've got a lot of time for that.
He's done the new Rebecca, I think, as well, isn't it, for Netflix? The one that's just come out. Yeah.
He's gone fucking mainstream, man, the prick.
He has, but...
Well, he's also doing Tomb Raider 2 as well. So.
Oh, yeah, the mainstream prick. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, this is a weird choice for him. Like, I mean, obviously, like, his films aren't conventional, I would say.
Yeah.
But the Meg...
You've seen Kill List, haven't you?
I haven't seen Kill List, no. I've seen High Rise. That's the only one of his that I've seen.
That's you've seen High Rise, though, did I?
His IMDb picture makes him look like he's a serial killer.
Yes. Well, I haven't seen the first Meg yet, to be fair, still, sadly. I really want to.
Grandad Dick has. He doesn't show up about it.
Yeah, he keeps telling me to watch it. Way back
I
then.
didn't think it was that good. I'll be honest with you. Like,
Jason Statham versus Sharks.
Does he round up the shark?
I think so. But
it does, mate. Then
it's not quite. I don't think it was quite tongue in cheek enough. Like it was kind of like still half like serious action film. And I was like, just make it full silly, it full silly, and it would have been fine.
Have someone underwater.
Something like that. I can't remember.
Does he punch a shark in the nose? He's got to, hasn't
he? I can't remember either.
Does he ride the shark?
I'm not even sure. I think if he did, then maybe I would have rated it higher. So. I don't know.
But yeah, that's all our news. Do you want to do a fantasy football now or later?
I'll do it now. You're at the top, you cunt.
Yeah, fucking big boy.
Here we did.
Yeah, there was a lot of change in the league. Let me just get the results back up on my phone. This is, of course, after the international break occurred.
Yeah.
Because you were very confused, weren't you? You were like, "There's no football, Ryan. What's happening?"
Well, I'm second now.
Oh well. But we're talking about last week's, aren't we, obviously?
Yeah.
I think all 15 results are on there. I just know that Seaton is languishing in the bottom 5, the little ginger prick.
Yeah.
Ginger.
I think I had a pretty bad week last week for that.
I had a decent week to say I was going to lose 12 points from 3 transfers I made.
Am I just reading out the top 5?
Yeah, and then wherever Seaton is.
I'm number 1 because I'm the best. Richard's second. Simon Winstanley is third. The analyst is 4th, and you, Mr. Pineapple, are 5th.
Where's the Cockerney in the list?
Yeah, Reading Infected, I think it's mine.
You're 12th, mate.
Oh,
12.
Is that above or below Seaton?
That's 1 above Seaton. So
it's all good.
That's all that matters.
It's all good. I'll take that.
This game week's not been great for me so far, so it could all fucking change this.
Oh, mate, you're down on that list.
Yeah, I ain't enjoying this game week.
I think it's going to be a fight between me and Richard, you know.
I fucking benched Fabianski because he was playing against Man City. Then he just goes and scores like a bunch of points, like an absolute cockwomble.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the news. So big pineapple time.
Yeah.
Because it is spooky season. We're doing a top 5 list, aren't we?
We are. We love a top 5 list on this podcast.
We do, don't we?
We do.
We did the horror protagonist all that time ago, and now we're doing the antagonists, the big boys, the poster boys of horror. Now, I swear to God, if that fucking shark's on your list,
You know it will be.
God, it's gonna make me mad.
Oh.
Should we get into it? I'm
Let's do
guessing
it.
we're doing it like we do every list, like 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, but before one, obviously, we do the honourable mentions.
Yes, so
Yes.
honourable ones. So, number 5 to start off with, and we always let our guests go first, don't we? 'Cause
Yeah.
we're kind of like that.
So my top 5 in general, there's a couple of ones which I don't know if you could consider them like a full villain, but I think being as a certain shark might be included later, I think I can get away with it. So it should be fine. So my 5th pick in the top 5 is, I don't even know what it's called, but I'm just going to say The Thing from The Thing.
I believe it is just called The Thing.
The Thing. Yes. So obviously I'm talking about the sort of 82 John Carpenter version mainly. But also, the one from the 50s and the Norwegian one from 2011, I think, something like that. But yeah, this is just a great villain because it's not just one character as such. Obviously, you've got all the weird body horror stuff. They can impersonate anyone. It's it's as much about like trying to figure out who is like the villain versus who is safe, but it's and it has and them trying to work out who the horror villain is interesting. But yeah, no, I love it. It's one of my favorite films, 1982, The Thing. So yeah, that's why it had to be on my list.
Great villain. We don't love shapeshifting.
Yeah, exactly, and then shapeshifting in some weird like messed up shapes. Yeah. And like
The one with
incredible special effects.
when the stomach or the chest opens, that's some great like practical effects stuff.
And the head just scuttling around.
Yeah.
So
Who's the thing at the end of the film then? Who do you reckon?
Oh, of the two of them. I mean, we stick with Kurt Russell, don't we? Like towards the end, but I think I'm optimistic. I don't think either of them is.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them is the Thing. I think they've survived it, but I think but there's entirely plausible that both of them could be, or one of them could be. But that's the whole like point of the film, isn't it?
I do like the fan theory that the bottle he gives him at the end is actually petrol.
Yeah.
And obviously the Thing wouldn't be able to differentiate between petrol and alcohol, so that's how he'd know. Yeah, that's a cool fan theory.
Yeah, and I love the whole testing scene.
Oh,
where the blood literally leaps out. It's incredible.
That's a classic jump scare.
Yeah, it's a great film, that, and I love the setting. I mean, you don't really have too many horror films set like in the Arctic or whatever. And
you don't have many films set in the Arctic, I don't think.
No, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, it had to be in my top 5. In fact, I mean, maybe it would have gone a bit higher up, but I think some of the other ones have got a bit more classic and potentially it appeared in a few more films than just the one. So
too many films, some would say.
Yeah, some of them, yeah, but but that's my number 5.
Nice. Should fuck off saying nice when I say nice.
Your turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
Well, this is the only obscure one that I've got, and it's Joseph/Aaron from Creep and Creep 2, played by Mark Duplass.
I know those films.
Have you seen them?
Nope.
Good films. The found footage films, and he's just a fucking... I mean, I love Mark Duplass. Great actor. Creepy as fuck face. Don't like his face. Too long. It's like a horse. But yeah, it's Joseph/Aaron because he plays the same guy, but he has 2 different names in each film. And basically, he's just a serial killer that finds people on Craigslist to come and film. Like in the first film, he pretends that he has cancer. So he needs someone to come and film his last days and stuff. And he just takes him, like there's so many points in the film where he could just kill him. But it's that for last intention throughout all the scenes. Like he takes him into loads of different outback woods because he lives in this weird cabin in the woods basically. And yeah, he's just really good in the role. And he just creeps me the fuck out. Because the film's called Creep and that. I like Joseph more than Aaron because Aaron's in the second film, which isn't as good, but it's still really good. And he wears a wolf mask and he's into fairy sex and stuff like that. It's just great. And there's axes, and who doesn't love axes? No, you're a fan, aren't you, Mr. Pineapple?
I do like axes.
So yeah, that's my only obscure one. Joseph/Aaron from The Creep.
Is that your only Blumhouse one, or is there going to be more? Or would that be telling?
No, there's no more.
I thought there would be something.
Me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mr. Pineapple's turn.
Well, I've gone for a modern one for my number 5 pick, and it's Dr. Jack Griffin, aka the Invisible Man. Just a fucking mad scientist, isn't he? Just batshit crazy. I like the way that he punches people. It really amuses me. He's just maniacal and twisted and a little bit cheeky. And yeah, I like a villain that's a little bit cheeky, you know. I like the way that he says he's going to kill people all the time. That really amuses me. I like the fact that there's no way that you could see to redeem this character. He's just straight up a nasty piece of work. And you've seen The Invisible Man, haven't you? It's
amazing.
It's next level greatness. He's just a lad. I'm a big fan. I need to watch all the sequels. Carry on.
Okay.
Number 4.
Yes.
Go on, Colin.
So I think there might be a bit of upset here that this isn't higher. At least I know it was probably going to be higher on some other people's lists. Let's put it that way. But my number 4, it would have been way higher could I have had the whole family, but I've gone with Leatherface for number 4. So if I could have had that whole family in the first film, then it would probably been number 2, maybe even number 1, just because that whole family creeps me the fuck out. So yeah, but no, of course, Leatherface, he just doesn't stop. Like the whole, especially that first film, is just so intense. You know, he never stops coming, and that chainsaw sound just revving up. Yeah, for me, it's one of my favorite horror films. So I had to have him on there. Had to be up there for me. Weird, creepy master look as well. Obviously, I'm more focusing on the first film rather than any of the remakes or anything like that. So, you know, I mean, I guess you could detract from him a bit if you were considering him the same character throughout every of the films.
Mr. Pineapple got a bit annoyed there.
Yeah, but no, he's definitely for me. I don't think you can have a horror top 5 without him, to be honest with you. So that's my number 4.
My number 4, Pinhead. Right. I've watched quite a lot of them, but I cannot for the life of me remember them.
Right.
There was like
Hellraiser films. We should add
3 a.m. films.
What else doesn't know?
Yeah, Hellraiser. And they creep us weird, aren't they?
It's not like being called Pinhead.
They're just weird films.
You're not a fan of the Cenobites, then, mate?
I love them. But I can't remember anything about them. But I know I like them.
So like the way that they're into like leather and shit.
Yeah.
All that S&M stuff.
Yeah, like killing people. Yeah. No, but he does look really cool.
He's got a great look.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel look. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Pinhead. I need to rewatch them because I know I really enjoyed them when I watched them. But as I say, I would have been like half asleep when I did watch them.
You'll have to buy the Arrow box set, mate.
Yeah.
It's on sale at the minute.
Watching Film 4 as a kid. Fright Fest time. 3 a.m. in the morning. Good shit. So yeah, Pinhead, number 4.
There you go.
Go on, Mr. Pineapple.
In at number 4 is arguably the slasher genre's mascot in many ways. It's Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah. Number 4.
Yeah. I was toying with having him higher, but then I didn't. I'm basing this mostly on the first film because after that it became very much a parody of himself.
Yeah.
In the first film, he's in the first film very little, less than 20 minutes screen time in the first film, and that works wonders for the character compared to the sequels where he became the star compared to the people who've been killed off.
Yeah, the victim.
Yeah.
You know, you can't pick out any of the people after like the first 3. You can't remember any of the final people in the films. Whereas, Nancy and stuff from the first one.
Yeah.
Because obviously he became the main lead for some fucking God knows reason. And he's just a great, iconic character. He's got a great look. You know, the jumper, the hat, the fucking glove with the knives on. Wonderful makeup effects for the burnt face. Great backstory.
Yeah.
Child molesters are fucking evil. Yeah. You know, he's great because he's sort of loosely based on a guy that Wes Craven was scared by, this homeless man way back when as well. That's where the look sort of came from, which is cool. The voice He's great.
Great
I
performance.
like the weird sexuality that he always brings. I love the way that he kills people dead, especially Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he's just good until he became a quippy bastard. Yeah, he's in a rap song.
In a rap song.
Yeah, there's a rap song from I think it's Nightmare 5. He's in the music video, like dancing and shit and all that. Freddy Krueger, number 4.
It's very 90s.
I mean, there's nothing I need to say about him that nobody already knows. He's just iconic, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess I'll get on to my number 3. So these top 3, it was really difficult for me to sort of get like an order going, because a lot of them I kind of like consider like kind of on the same sort of pedestal. But I
think this is going to be where things get a bit samey.
Yeah, quite possibly. So this is in my bronze place. In third place, I've got, well, probably the most famous serial killer, Hannibal Lecter. So he's at number 3 for me. I mean, just even acting wise, you know, Anthony Hopkins. I was going to say, you know, obviously if we would include the TV series as well, it would have been even higher again. But just film wise, even so, I mean, some of the films aren't great, but every time Anthony Hopkins smashed it out of the park, and Brian Cox back in Manhunter as well. So, you know, yeah, he chilling, creepy, that somehow gets you rooting for him. Like, I don't know, it's not a typical horror film villain, but it's more of like a thriller, I guess, guy. But, you know, he's an evil guy, he eats his victims, you know. It's, yeah, for me, it had to be in that top 5. Yeah, so, and I know some of those later films are kind of rubbish, but, you know.
He did wonders for Father Beans and Chianti sales.
Exactly, you know, great for red wine.
You know?
So, yeah, he had to be up there for me. Yeah, and like I said, if I would have been able to put Mads Mikkelsen's Hannibal in there as well, he might even have been number 1. So, you know, but number 3 for me.
Yeah, but Anthony Hopkins is great, as him.
Yeah.
For. And, you know, it broke the Oscars. Horror actually won.
Yeah.
You know, which is crazy, unheard of.
Absolutely. One of my favourite films as well, Silence of the Lambs. So.
I need to rewatch Silence of the Lambs, actually. It's a wonderful film.
Yeah.
My number 3rd spot, Freddy Krueger. Hey. You said a lot about him, didn't you? But yeah, he's just one of the big poster boys, isn't he? And like you say, the performance was amazing. And I mean, there's a lot that have been rebooted and been in way too many films. He's one of them. I didn't mind the reboot of him where they like burnt him in that shed or something for being a pedo, and like they actually showed like the pedo side basically. It would kind of just, was it even talked about, or was it just kind of?
It's just referenced,
isn't it?
Yeah.
That one we actually like.
It's not like explicit. Like you don't see him fondling like a kid.
And then being burnt in a shed. But yeah, it's just...
I don't think they burn him in a shed in the original. Furnace, I think.
Yeah.
Room.
Yeah.
That's why he loves a boiler room.
Yeah. You might love sheds in this one.
Pretty cool. You can like hang things in them, like a spade.
But yeah, I don't really know what to say about Freddy, because you talked a lot about him.
Talk about him.
I like his hat. Got a cool hat.
It is a cool hat.
He's probably the campiest looking Freddy.
For me, he is the greatest slasher villain of all time. I know that's controversial because there's some other boys that people like. Not you two necessarily, but other people as well. But
my list, right, I'm going to say this, because you mentioned someone in yours, and now my list's like, oh, fuck, I forgot about him.
I mentioned someone in mine.
Yeah.
Who did I mention?
I mean, it's obvious.
Oh, Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fuck. But yeah, Freddy at number 3. Go on, Mr. Pineapple, is your 3rd.
Linda.
Oh, yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Asher's girlfriend.
Nice.
The first person to succumb to his chainsaw goodness. Well, obviously she gets taken over by the evil spirit. You know, she becomes a deadite. So Asher's like, fucking hell, I've got to fucking kill this bitch, Anna. You know? So he like chops her head off with like a spade and buries her in that. But then she comes back and she's like dancing with her head, and it's all stop motion and cool. It's like creepy. I have a lot of time for it, and she's just chastising him as just a head. And as I said, chainsaw head, groovy.
There you go.
It's on my heart.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick, mate.
Nice.
Such a good film.
Going to number 2.
We'll watch it today, because you've never seen it, have you?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I watched it with you, Miss Pineapple. So
I'm going to do the same, apparently.
yeah. Another thing we all have in common. Number 2 for me. Again, this is kind of based on first 2 films and not really anything else. But I have gone with the Alien or Xenomorph from Alien. My number 2.
Solid shout.
Absolutely love first film. You barely ever see the alien, but it's always there in the back of your mind. Like, it's all, the sense of dread in that film is just always there.
Yeah.
And, as much as Ripley's a badass, that it's a formidable villain, especially in that first film. Then again, obviously you got the Alien Queen and like all the other aliens in the second one. I'm just going to ignore all the others just because I'm not a fan of them personally.
What about the Predalien or whatever it was called?
From AVP2 or whatever it is. Yeah. I thought the first AVP is good. It's a solid film until about halfway through, and then it just becomes absolutely rubbish. I think about when the Predator turns good, I think is about the point when I was like, nope, I don't like this anymore. But yeah, the aliens. I mean, what a cool design! Like everyone thinks of aliens, I guess maybe up until that point of like little green men or looking like ET or whatever, and then you give up this design like the 2 jaws, the 2 sets of teeth, and the whole face hugger and bursting out the chest and everything. It's for such like it's not even like a long film. It's just a great villain. So if we're ignoring anything that came after the second one, then it holds up for sure. So and it started a franchise, I guess. So there you go. Yeah, for me, number 2.
I do the alien design by Geiger's great.
Yeah.
H.R. Geiger's fucking just insane artist.
Definitely.
Wonderful stuff. We should go to the museum.
Yeah.
We have to travel abroad for that, but we should go.
Where is it?
Yeah.
One of the places.
Probably in LA, something like that, I'd imagine.
I think it's like Dutch, in Dutchland.
Oh, is it?
Dutchland?
Oh, is it like a Geiger museum?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like an alien museum.
Not just an alien museum, no.
Oh god.
But no, that's a solid number 2, that, to be fair.
Yeah.
My number 2, Jason Voorhees.
He's not even in the best fucking Friday film.
Who is?
Ice Cube, Chris Tucker.
I know he's not the villain of the first one, but how the first one sets him up is quite amazing. And he's the other big poster boy, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Slasher. I mean, every hockey mask in the world, just you can't look at one and not think about him. And
yeah.
Beautiful deformed face.
I just think about him with a sack on his head. Yeah.
I just think about Kevin Bacon dying.
Kevin.
Or the little child Jason dragging her under the water. That's always fun from the first film.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
But
why did he decide to wake up at that very moment? That's weird.
No, but he's a big lad, isn't he? And he's, like you said, the film's become about Freddy, like Friday the 13th. He has obviously Jason in it, and then a generic cast of teenagers to kill. Kind of follows that route that Nightmare on Elm Street did. But who can forget Jason X?
Everybody's favourite.
I mean, you could just put him in any setting. That's what I love about him. Just him and a group of teenagers and some sex and some drugs.
Let's not forget the ultimate crossover, Frederick versus Jason.
Yes, amazing film.
I mean, it's just an action film, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's great.
But no, I've got a lot of love for Jason.
He's no Freddy, though.
Apparently he is. But yeah, Jason in at number 2. Who's your second choice then? I swear to God, if it's a fucking shark.
It's Bruce. The shark. Why? What's so wrong with it?
It's just a shark, mate.
It's scientifically proven that everybody has had a nightmare about being eaten by a shark.
I am.
Well, I made it up, that's why. But, you know, it made you not want to go in water for a bit, mate.
Not me.
You thought, damn, there's a bunch of fishermen, don't like them.
Yeah.
Just a terrifying shark, mate. Massive. Like the way it kills that kid. Right. Kills a kid, mate. No one was killing kids back then.
I think there were.
No, they weren't.
He's saying this is the first kid murder on screen.
Oh, I'm not saying it's the first kid murder, but it's the first mainstream kid murder.
I don't believe that. What about when Frankenstein chucked that kid in that?
That wasn't mainstream. Though that is a very cool scene. It's just a terrifying shark, like much like the alien. Like you don't see the creature often, mostly because the shark didn't work well for them during production. But it worked in the character's favour, you know, became more of an iconic character. The not knowing if it's there, you know, the knowing if it's there, the way that Quint gets killed by being eaten by this rubber shark. Glorious. And the way it gets killed at the end, a lot of time for it. It scared me as a child. It still scares me now. I love it. It's such a good film. We should watch it tonight.
Jaws, man.
It's really. Oh, why don't you like Jaws?
I like Jaws, but putting a fucking shark in number 2, Jesus.
You put a Mumblecore star at number 5. So don't be playing he said she said when it comes to this.
If you put Bruce at number 5, then I want
Bruce invented the blockbuster film.
That's true.
Jesus.
That's good.
Are we doing honourable mentions before the top one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go with mine. I'll just say them quickly, but just in case any of these have been said by you guys as your top number 1, but I'm not sure they will be. So I've gone with Michael Myers, Halloween, iconic look, Shatner face, or whatever. And you know, again, like just a great horror villain. But I don't think you ever root for him, but he's bloody scary. So, you know, I've also gone with Billy the Puppet / I guess Jigsaw. I put them in as the same person, but I know they're not. But you know, that every Halloween of like 5-10 years ago, you'd see someone with the spirals on their face and that, and looking like the puppet. And Jigsaw is just creepy with his voice and all his like weird traps he's got. So yeah, had to pick him. The Predator, first film. Again, relentless, more of an action film though. That's why I didn't really go with it. But yeah, has to be said, I think. And I know you're not gonna like this one, Mr. Pineapple, but I've gone with Jack Torrance from The Shining. Well, I know you hate that film.
He's got to be
but,
mentioned, though, hasn't he?
I think he's a good. It's iconic. I mean, everyone knows the axe to the door scene. Everyone knows it. And
I enjoy Axis though.
Jack Nicholson's great in it, and I don't care what you think about that, but I love that film. So it is that. Those are my honourable mentions.
Not denying the greatness of Jack Nicholson. He's a wonderful actor.
Yeah.
It's just about
Some
film.
would say Rocket Raccoon. My honourable mentions. I had Jigsaw, like you've said. I'm going to have to say The Invisible Man now, which fucking pisses me off.
Where would you have put him on the list?
Oh, number one.
Number one.
Number one, yeah. Let's go, Bruce. Honourable mention. Fucking Bruce. Who else is there? We've got Conjuring people, haven't we? The Nun and that.
So you've not really made a list, have you?
Nah. Yeah, fuck it. You're gonna have loads anyway.
What do you mean I'm gonna have loads?
Go on, who's your honourable mentions?
Henrietta from Evil Dead 2. Another, person who's been overtaken by the demon. Bloody Captain Henry Rhodes from Day of the Dead. He's got more bloodlust than the zombies in that film. He's awesome. I love the way that he dies when he's telling the zombies to choke on his intestines. Wonderful death. Wonderful death. Xenomorph from Alien. John Ryder from The Hitcher. Rutger Hauer just playing a fucking maniac, which he's really scary because he just seems very real, Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Nice.
Yeah. Dr. Herbert West from Reanimator. I got a lot of doctors on mine for some reason. And, you know, countless Hammer horror characters played by Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, you know, but there's too many of those fuckers to put on a list. And, you know, I like the creature, the graboids from Tremors, you know, pretty much any zombie from a Romero film, you know.
Sure.
If you're going to include zombies, I guess you just have to put zombies as one.
Zombies.
Really,
yeah,
and that's why I thought I can't really have it in the top 5, sadly.
Oh, the Wrong Turn family from every Wrong Turn film.
Gotta get that in there, haven't you?
Can't have the full family though, mate.
Every individual member, especially the dad from Wrong Turn 2, because he's a lad. I mean, the brother and sister do fuck on a tree stump.
We've all been there.
And then she does a backwards roll and gets a knife out, and she's like, "I'm ready to go." After being dick.
Bloody hell.
Should we get onto the top spot?
Yes. So I think the win's kind of been taken out of my number one because he's already been mentioned twice. But my number one is, as mentioned before, is Freddy Krueger.
Hey.
So don't know what more else to say other than I like the fact that he turns campy and becomes the main character quite a lot.
No, don't get me wrong, I love them.
Yeah.
But I just like that sinister edge that you get from number one and New Nightmare.
Yeah. You get a little bit of it in some of the other films, but yeah, it's I think to be fair, most of the other films you're just waiting for the creative deaths.
You know, it's just the deaths become more and more outlandish. There's one they're in a video game at one point. Yep. Remember correctly? I'm like, God damn it, Freddy.
I think that might be number 5, but I got the box set like a while ago, and I watched all of them probably within like a couple of weeks, and I really like him. I think the first film, and I love the concept of the whole dream thing. First film and the third film.
I think 3 is probably the better film.
Yeah, it's more of like a team up film as well, though. That he's got quite a lot of well-known actors in it as well, like Lawrence Fishburne's in that. And New Nightmare's great for like a sort of meta commentary on the films as it is. For me, like I said, he's the poster boy for sort of horror, I think, for me. So I had to put him at number 1. And probably one of the only ones where I've seen all the films. So, you know, with the other ones, like I haven't seen all of them, so I'd be not a massive horror fan. But definitely he's my number 1. There you go.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about someone that's already been talked about, isn't it? He's got a good heart. Hey. Yeah,
that's it.
But my number 1, someone has mentioned him. And that's Michael Myers, isn't it? Another poster boy. And he's just a scary motherfucker. I love the silent nature behind him, the mystery, the Shatner mask. He's just cool, isn't he? I love how he just walks after people as well.
Yeah.
Until the camera goes off him and then he fucking sprint. That's all damn shit. But and the following shots of him and when they explore his when he were a kid and he killed his sister or whatever, it's just all cool until they get onto like the demon and stuff like that. But you just ignore that, like they did with the reboot, and just go from the first film. And he's got one of the best horror protagonists by his side. So you know,
who's that?
Fuck yourself.
Who is it?
That girl, innit? That woman. Who's like, I'm badass. I got a shotgun. Blah blah blah.
Oh.
I don't want to say her name. Yeah, Michael Myers, number 1 forever. Until you mention the Invisible Man and I'll forget about him.
What if Michael Myers could turn invisible? What do you reckon about that?
With just a Shatner mask.
Yeah.
But he would have to speak to make the character work.
He couldn't just hold up title cards.
Title cards. I'm going to kill you now.
Oh dear.
Invisible Man's a banging film.
It fucking is, mate. I love it when he chucks that woman down the stairs about 5 times.
Yeah, he's so good. And the special effects are great in it for a film from 1933.
Definitely.
I want to know how they made him invisible.
Green screen? Who knows? Black and white, innit? Oh, fucking, I don't know.
He just wore a costume with mirrors.
Magic, mate.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
James Randi was on it, and he did the magic.
They could have claimed $1 million. Who's your number one then? I don't think anyone knows.
It's that guy from Sinister.
Oh,
the
yeah.
scariest film of all time. I actually don't know who the villains are in Sinister, if I'm being honest. I'm assuming it's some kind of demon.
Sinister. That's his name.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Well, you know, could it be anyone else? It's my boy, played by Gunnar Hansen. It's Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You got him on your arm, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a tattoo of him. Yeah, there.
That way, like, done. That's it.
I just like the way that he goes about his work. Like, humans are livestock. You know, they're just animals to him to be processed and eaten. I like his lumbering nature. I like his bulkiness. I like that he looks intimidating. I like the fact that he looks intimidating, but he can sneak up on people. I like his chainsaw and the way he twirls around when she gets away in the back of a pickup truck. I like the way that it all seems very real. I like the fact that he has masks for different occasions. I like it when he's wearing an apron, when he's delivering food at the dinner table. I just like it that there's no redeeming qualities about him, even though you know that he's a product of his upbringing, because there's no bollocks supernatural stuff in this film, like other films sadly get trapped into sometimes. Just think he's a nasty, nasty cunt. I like the way that he hits that man in the head with the hammer. And I like it when he puts that woman on the meat hook. And I like it when he kills only one person with a chainsaw, and that person's in a wheelchair, because you know I don't like the disabled. I like the way he runs. all right. I like the entire Sawyer family. I like Granddad Sawyer. I like the hitchhiker. I like the cook, because that's what they're called in the film. I'm a big fan.
Can we watch that tonight instead of Jaws?
We'll watch Evil Dead 2 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I can't watch Evil Dead 2 and not watch Evil Dead.
You don't need to watch Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2 basically remakes Evil Dead within the first 5 minutes of the film.
Can we just watch horror films and then say we watched Hell in the Cell and just...
And then we can watch Army of Darkness. I did almost include Evil Ash from Army of Darkness.
Chainsaws.
I could have just included Evil Dead characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his severed hand that becomes evil.
The Addams Family.
No.
Are you done talking about Leatherface
Do you
now?
want me to carry on?
No. But that is our top 5 horror antagonists. We did a good list there.
Some were better than others.
Jaws, Shark, Bruce shouldn't be alive.
He's not alive at the end of the film.
But yeah, that's the end of a Big Pineapple. I hope you enjoyed our spooky edition of Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour. It was so spooky.
I'm very, very spooked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit chilly, mate.
I am actually. I should probably jump across.
Should we get on to a wrestling news, guys?
Yeah, go on then.
We need jingles, mate. I thought you were going to buy a fucking little piano.
Yeah, and then you kept buying cameras and shit that I have to pay for. So I can't buy a piano.
Get your ukulele out. Come on.
No, because it reminds me when I used to drink.
That's depressing, isn't it? Right, wrestling news. Deaths first. Espantito. Arriba. He's dead, isn't he?
This is the COVID death.
Oh, this is the one you wanted to... go on, man. Colin.
Oh, man. Dead from COVID. Aged 53, I'm guessing.
Well, he weren't wearing his mask, were he?
Well,
easy for him, isn't it?
Was he any good? Did you watch him?
I just know he's dead. I didn't even know he was dead. I was searching for another dead luchador and he popped up at the same time. So like, fucking hell, there's multiple luchadors dying in the same week.
I did look him up and I couldn't find out his actual name. So I don't think he ever revealed who he actually was publicly.
He's not a real person.
That's what a lot of luchadors do.
So done well at that, I guess. So
just look at his death certificate. Or does it say Espantito?
Yeah, don't know a lot about him. Just know he's dead with COVID.
Yep.
So.
Rip.
And the other one, Prince you say it.
Prince Piero, I'm guessing it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Age 26, another luchador.
This one was bad. Did you guys see the video?
I've not watched the video because
there's a video.
He dies in the ring.
It's really bad. Like he just falls over. Like I don't know. He's had a heart attack or something.
Stroke or heart attack in the ring.
Yeah, I was on YouTube just trying to find out who this guy was, and that was the first thing that came up. So
Well, let me have a look at it then.
How do you actually spell his name? Because it's just coming up with Prince.
Prince with a P at the end.
Right.
And then a bunch of A's and R's and E's.
I'll see if I can find the video.
Yes.
It's kind of like
Prince Harry deaf. No, that's not.
This content is being appropriate for some users. Continue.
Oh, send it to me, mate.
No.
Luchador dead.
That's crazy.
He's not even been hit or anything. He just falls over.
Yeesh.
No, he's just in the corner. Like, yeah, it's pretty horrendous.
Oh, I'm watching it now.
That's sad. Only 26.
26. Jesus.
That's that's my age.
Oh, what fucking beta? Starts with video and then this run. Oh no, there he is.
Well,
Oh,
it's never how you want to go, is it? Really? Let's face it. So
feel bad for giving him that kick, wouldn't you? Well, let's move on from the dead
And that was
people.
gone. Yeah, so sadly, two big luchador deaths there. Respect to the Mexicans.
Mexicano. WWE are being sued, aren't they?
Oh no, are they?
You said they were.
No, I didn't say they were. I said they were being investigated.
To be sued.
Who by?
I don't know. Connor sent it.
Yeah, they're being investigated.
You said to me they were being sued.
No, I never.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I did have a look into this one. I think there was some.
Are they being sued?
I think there is a suing going on. There is a lawsuit. Yeah.
Ha.
So a lady who had been sexually harassed on, it might be arrested, I'm not sure, but I can't remember her name, but she would sexually harass potentially, I think it's what claiming to be, sorry, I should say.
Oh,
any
Matt
legal
Riddle.
film with
Matt
Matt
Riddle
Riddle.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, and because it happened, I think on WWE property or something, or they did nothing to help her with it or something. She's suing both
Classic.
Riddle and WWE.
Vince
So,
McMahon.
but I don't know. I'm not really super into the wrestling stuff at the moment, so like I'm not.
Why's that?
I just don't have time to watch it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But
he has, he's got willpower unlike us. Just keep
I don't have
watching
to do a podcast about it.
Why do we not just watch AEW, man?
Because I don't
It's
know.
free, it's on ITV.
We keep saying we're going to watch it.
Yeah, I know. And then we just keep watching shit WWE and getting sad.
Like tonight,
Yes.
where we're going to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Evil Dead instead. No, but yeah, but they're being investigated over some COVID shit as well, aren't they?
Yeah, that there were more suspected cases than they let on and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did see something about that. Yeah, especially it's a couple of their. I think it's the place where they're doing Hell in a Cell is being investigated. It's Amway Center or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did read as well that the reason they've pushed Hell in a Cell forward is because they've lost the contracts to wrestle there or something, so they can only do it up until the 1st of November. So they've had to bring it forward or something. So it wasn't
wow.
originally going to be in like a couple of weeks' time. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, he's got more wrestling knowledge than all of us.
I'm just trying to do a bit of research. That's all it is.
Just trying to take our jobs.
Yeah. Should we talk some Hell in a Cell matches? Has any more been announced?
No, there's still only 5 matches.
Happening, man.
I've got to admit, that main match that I saw, the first match I saw on the card, because I just went on Wikipedia, I cannot believe this is a match.
Well,
Roman
first,
Reigns.
say, why is it an I Quit match in a Hell in a Cell? Point of the Hell in a Cell match is that's the stipulation anyway.
Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. The loser to recognise, if Jey Uso loses, he has to recognise Roman as the tribal chief.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were pushing away from some of this stuff, But
See it.
So Jay's going to lose, right?
Oh, yeah, he lost. He lost at the last paper. Mate, it's just a rehash. Just like the Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the 10th time.
They are talking about doing a heel Roman faction to defend it.
Yeah, with the Usos. And
Garbage, innit?
but it doesn't look good.
he just, why aren't there any tag team matches on? What is happening?
Because there's 3 Hell in a Cell matches, mate, and one of them's an I Quit match with tribal chief connotations.
It's a fucking. It's going to be good, though, isn't it? It's going to be
The
fun.
stipulation that they need is Hyperbole. No, it's going to be garbage. It's going to be a hot mess.
Two
This will be
rumoured,
quick, though.
two rumoured matches.
Fuck it. It's all shit anyway.
Right, should we get on to the awareness?
Yeah.
Have you got any awareness, guest man?
I've got one bit of awareness. I'm not sure she'll appreciate this, but my mum does write a blog called "The Stuff Life Is Made Of." The Stuff Life Is Made Of, something like that.
I don't even know his mum's blog's name.
Yeah, I know, and it's
I know the name of my mum's newsletter.
She does a newsletter.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about your mum. It's about Colin's mum.
It's kind of a Christian blog, so it's not for everyone. But there's some good stuff on there about mental health, about stigma and things like that. So, you know, especially about bipolar and that, which is quite close to myself, and as, you know, obviously family members with it. So, it's so that's what I'll shout out today. And I'm not sure my mum will appreciate the connection, but I'm not sure she'll even listen to the podcast. I hope she does. But there you go. That's my awareness.
Nice.
You really need to stop saying that when I say it.
What?
Nice.
All right.
You got one, Mr. Pineapple?
Yeah, go on then.
What is it?
By the time this episode goes out, I will be officially 6 months clean and sober.
Woo!
Madness, right?
Yeah.
Madness.
That is pretty crazy.
Who would have ever
know who
thought?
you are.
Who would have ever thought that?
I know. How are you feeling?
Want a drink? I know that much.
But when you started it, you were like, "This is shit." And are you still feeling that?
It's easier, I guess. It's still always there, the nagging, feeling in the back of the brain. But just do prescription pills instead.
Oh boy.
No, it's not been easy, but I've done it, and
well, we're all proud of you, mate.
Cheers, fam.
Definitely proud of you, mate, and you've come very far, mate. Being as we've lived together for a year and known each other for quite a long time, so I'm very, very proud of you that you've managed it, because I know how much you've struggled with it in the past. So, and right now, I guess it doesn't go away, does it? So.
No, thank you, appreciate it.
But if you ever go back to it, we'll be very, very disappointed in you. No, I love you, really. Well done. Clap, clap, clap. Let's all buy in some alcohol-free Copperbergs.
They are nice.
My awareness, I've changed it from what I told you because I had some news over the weekend. My grandmother, who has diabetes, got rushed into hospital because of it. Oh. And then she came out, and then she tried to get her insulin levels right and all that shit. Then she went back in last night, got rushed in because of kidney failure. So it's all just a bit crazy. But I just want to shout out Diabetes UK as the charity, if people want to check out their page, because I think there's a lot of people out there that suffer with kind of the symptoms of diabetes, but then never get checked and stuff like that. Like my dad was one for ages, and then he got checked, and it turned out he had it for ages, and it was too late, and he had to cut half his foot off and shit. But yeah, just a little.
Half his foot, the middle bit.
It was like 2 little toes, like down that side.
Madness.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
You get to keep them.
Imagine if it would, though. It'd be weird. Jar of toes. Anyway, but yeah, I just want to shout them out because, well, it's the biggest charity for fucking diabetes, isn't it? So go check it out, people, and don't be scared to get yourself checked out for diabetes and that, because people are just too, I don't know, like proud of them. Like, I'm too fucking healthy to go and get checked for anything. Next minute, you got Jeff Bridges disease, haven't you? So. Yeah, just look after yourselves, people. Yeah, look at us having awareness.
There we are.
We've all
of
had
us.
awareness for the first time since the first episode. Beautiful stuff. And is there any shout-outs people want to give out?
No.
Shout out to my boy Mr. Pineapple hosting me at his house a few weeks ago before all the lockdown stuff, just so in case the government's listening. But before then, they better be listening, yeah. Before then, make him feel welcome, and his mum and brother and Flipper, of course.
We had a lovely Chinese and watched a bunch of Jackie Chan films and fighting with my
just like old times. So
Chinese and Jackie Chan.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to shout him out for that and his family and that. So and shout out everyone in Lincoln as well who I went to visit. And shout out everyone who's coping and not coping right now, because there's bloody tough at the moment. So just keep going. That's all I can say. There you go.
What I ain't got anyone to shout out. Fuck them all. That's what I say. Fucking especially that ginger fucking prick. Seaton. Where is he? 13th?
13th in the list, yeah.
Oh, God.
He's underneath his brother, actually.
Wow. And he's someone. Fucking hell. But yeah, say it then. Fuck you, Seaton.
Oh, fuck you, Shinzo.
Oh, fuck you, Seaton. Jesus.
And that's it, innit?
Yeah.
Stay fresh.
The only thing to do now is, yes, it's over.
Everyone go watch Hyperbole.
Hyperbole!
Hyperbole, boys. Stay
Come
fresh,
to
guys.
theatres, maybe, if they all survive.
Not really, Netflix.
Straight to beta.
Stay fresh, guys.
Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Usually, what's up? What's up?
I swear to God, if it's a fucking shark.
It's Bruce. The shark.